Hola familia, it's Alex. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. So today I want to do a palette bingo review like I've done in the past. I like to do these videos because one, I get to give you guys my review and you're not sitting there just staring at me talking, but also the fact that I get random eyeshadow colors in a palette that normally either I wouldn't pick myself or makes me think outside the box so you guys can truly see how well a palette can be or not. So today, as you guys can see from the title, we're doing the BH Cosmetics Blueberry Muffin palette. So this is what this palette looks like right over here. I will have swatches and everything for you guys. So we're gonna go ahead and get right into it. You guys know the drill. If you're new, Alejandra, eyeshadow enthusiast with a dash of Japan. If you like that, subscribe. Join us. Let's get on with this palette bingo review. Alright, so there are 16 shadows in this palette, as you guys can see. As you usually know, I go across, so we're going to randomize the 5 shades. And I do want to mention, because I do get this question here and there, why is it that I choose 5 shadows for my palette bingos? Because the word bingo has 5 letters in it, and the whole song, you know, you sing it 5 times to get to the bingo where there's no bingo, you know what I mean? So 5 letters, 5 shadows. That's the whole reason why I personally choose 5. I know that others choose 4 or do 5. It's whatever you want. I'm gonna do 5, okay? I'm gonna do 5. So let's go ahead and randomize this. So here I have it. Let's shake it and see. Number 6, which is the color Cravings right over here. Oh, I just gouged my finger in it. I'll show you the color story after I'm done doing this. So let's go to the next one, which is number 13. Oh goodness. This is number 13 right here, which is Hot and Flashy. Getting that many mattes just yet. Next one, 15. Okay, first matte. Fluffy, which is right here. It's our first matte of the bunch, and it's one of the lightest ones. Right there. Let's keep on going. 2 more shadows. 12. Oh my god. Baker's Dozen, which is right here. This is a black with purple sparkle to it. Okay, black and silver with a peach. One more. Give me something blue. 11. 8. Yummy. You guys, I didn't get one blue. This is called the Blueberry Muffin palette. Not one blue. Not one blue. Okay, we have 2 mattes basically, because the one matte has sparkle and then there's just one matte. This is gonna be interesting. Okay, this is going to be the most non-blue eyeshadow look for a blue eyeshadow palette, but I'll explain that to you guys in a second. So we're going to start off with Fluffy. It's the lightest one and it's the one that'll suit the best in here. So this palette has 16 shadows. Out of these 16 shadows, you get 7 true mattes. Like I said, that black one has sparkle to it, so you can kind of pass it as a matte. But it's not really 100% matte. If you do wet it, I think you will get that sparkle in there. I'll tell you right now, I love this palette. I love it for many different reasons. One of it being the actual formula. It's just like my Naughty one. Absolutely love it. The Naughty palette has amazing formula, and if you guys have purchased that one, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. If you have any of the other palettes that are like the square pans, you're gonna know the quality is just as well. This is really good. Another reason why I genuinely love this palette a ton is because it is not covered in blues. I like blues. I don't love blues, and I personally am not a huge fan of a palette that's all blues because I like variation, and this gives me variation. This is so pretty. You're getting 3 true blues, and then the other shades are either have a blue undertone or they're cool tone enough where they match with blues beautifully. So if you're somebody who loves or enjoys a blue but doesn't want a palette that's all blue like the Blue Moon from ColourPop, this one is perfect. Dare I say that this might be my favorite blue eyeshadow palette that I own, merely because it's not all blues, but the hues to them have blues, and the color story is just perfect. It's so pretty. All right, you guys, the rest are basically all shimmers. So what I'm gonna end up doing, because I'm gonna use black, but I'm a little nervous to start using black now. I don't know, let's see. Let's go with the black. So I'm gonna go with the Baker's Dozen, which is this one right here. And I'm gonna put this on the outer V because I'm gonna have no absolute choice. But I'm gonna start out lightly because I don't wanna ruin my whole entire face, basically. I did not find a dud at all in this palette. I feel like all the shadows go together. Even this black one, as you guys can see, it is really nice. You can dust off those sparkle that this has, or you can intensify the sparkle by wetting it or packing it on with a glitter glue, so then the glitter or the sparkle can stay on it. But it does blend away, so you guys can see it's just like a matte black. I used to love blacks all the time, and then I steered away from them in palettes. I'm starting to like them again as far as deepening out my outer V, but it's not my first choice. And if this is all that I got to work with, then we're gonna work with it. But I'm just gonna put a little bit of this black down, or black blue, I should say. You guys probably see swatches of this, so you guys can actually see the intensity of these. I have no issues blending these out. I have no issues building these up. As you guys can see, works beautifully. Now let's move on to this purple one, Yummy. So we're gonna go in with Yummy. I'm gonna put it basically from the outer part almost to halfway point, basically, because we have two more shades to still work with. So I'm gonna grab Yummy on a flat shader brush and just pat this on here. So I'm not surprised I didn't get a chance to get a blue, because there's only 3 true blues, and then there's like one that's a shimmery blue, and then another one that's like a dark, almost black blue. But yeah, I didn't, go figure. These shimmer shades, I will say that some, there are a few different textures in here. Some are smoother and more of a metallic finish, and then others are more like a textured shimmer, which gives you more intensity, but it can also hinder you if you wet it, or if you pack too much on, it will show texture on your lid. So like for instance, this one in Yummy is more of like your typical metallic shimmer. If I wet this will look super beautiful, but I'm using it wet. And you know what? I'm gonna use my finger because I prefer to use my finger with these. You can see right there, it's like, it is pretty. It's like a purple, mauvey pink. These work great with or without a brush, so if you don't want to use a brush, use your finger, go right ahead. All right, the next shade I'm going to use is Cravings, which was that first one that I got right there. This one's one of those chunky ones that I'm talking about. It's really, really pigmented. I'm going to put this on the inner part of the lid and blend it in to Yummy. Okay. So far in this look that I'm doing right now, the only color I really haven't used is this black one that I just used on the outer V. I haven't used it to its full potential, so you guys can see it in a look. So Craving, we're gonna put it right in the inner corner. I definitely would have incorporated a blue in this look if it were up to me. So that's what we're looking at right now. And then I'm just gonna grab whatever's left in here and then bring it down on the lower lash line, which is that Baker's Dozen, which is that blackish shade. I'll put it right here. And it's not a lot, whatever's on the brush is what I'm using. You guys can see it right there. That is nothing. Cravings, I'm gonna go back into Cravings and kind of like bring it here. Give it some sparkle down here. That's like the most sparkly shadow in here out of the 5 that I got. And then last shade is Hot and Fresh, which is basically a straight up silver, which is down here. I'm gonna put that in the inner corner. Inner corner. I rarely use silvers and blacks, and here we are. Blueberry palette using silvers and blacks. Okay, so now I want to intensify this black more. I want to go back in and intensify this black to kind of give it a little bit more life. So that's what I'm doing. And I haven't dipped in yet again. I'm just using with what I have because it's easier to work with less than adding more and then I'm screwing myself over. So if I feel the need that I'm gonna have to go back into the shadow, I will. But right now, I think I'm doing good. Not bad, not bad. I would have never thought to do this look, honestly. Never in a million years. So that's it, you guys. That's all that she wrote on this one. So this is it right here. Let me put on my mascara, lashes, my lips, and then I will wrap up this palette review, you guys. So let me just go ahead and do that, and then I'll come back and finish my thoughts on this palette. All right, you guys, so I figured let's not do lashes. I kind of liked it without the lashes. I just put mascara on. You can put lashes on here just because I kind of smoked out the lower lash line. I could have gotten away with wearing lashes, but sometimes I just want you guys to see a look without eyelashes so you guys can really see I would wear this and it's not like I'm hiding my look behind lashes, because sometimes I feel like individuals do put on lashes just to hide a look they don't like, but I kind of dig it. I would have never done this, but it's not bad actually. So this is what I came out with. So overall, you guys, I'm really digging this palette. I really genuinely like it a ton. I am very surprised at how much I like it, considering I'm not a blue fan. I try to avoid blue eyeshadow as much as possible. And it seems like this year I've used a lot of blues, a lot of different color variations of blues. Again, this is not a palette where it's made completely of blues, so it shocks me. But I think that's the reason why I like it, because I'm getting variations of it. You're getting browns to kind of, and these browns are so pretty. Like they're cooler tone browns, and this one's more like a purpley brown, which helps. If you want to pair purples with this palette, I think it would be gorgeous to pair a bunch of purples into this palette. This one right here has a tinge of like that purple look, but it is truly a blue shade. It's a lot more blue than the one in the Naughty palette, because I know one of you guys had asked me to compare that. And this one is definitely a lot more blue. This one's a lighter, more white-based blue. This is your typical blue navy. This is gorgeous. This shadow right here has different multiple, like it has a purple, pink, teal kind of look. I put this all over the eyes and then I top Craving on top of it, and I loved the look. You can really see the different dimensions of the shades in my eye look. Absolutely loved that shadow. Cravings is one of my favorites. Sweet is a little bit more pronounced than it is more icy than Cravings is. You're getting a bunch of different shadows, like this gray. Even this gray works, and you guys know how I feel about grays. I may dislike grays over blacks. Like I can handle a black, but gray I can care less about, to be honest with you. And this gray worked in here. I just love it. I really enjoy this palette. I think it's great. BH has been doing amazing work with these palettes. I also got the avocado one, which you will probably see next month for the month of March, since it's all greens, and that's when I'll get it. This was more like a January palette, but I wanted to play around with it and share it with you guys, because I know a lot of you either like to see a different look like this. I would have never, like if I showed you this look on camera, or if I showed it to you on Instagram, I don't think many people would have guessed it's this palette. But you guys can see that you can even do a look like this and don't need to add blues if you don't want to. Do an eyeliner. I actually did use a blue eyeliner on my waterline just to kind of get some blue into this look, because I didn't get a blue eyeshadow. So I ended up using a blue eyeliner. You can use blue eyeliner, a blue accent, a blue lipstick if you want to kind of go with the flow of this. So absolutely love it. 2 thumbs up. If that's something you're interested in, I would highly recommend this palette. You will not be disappointed. If you love the Naughty palette and you don't mind the formula of it being a little bit powdery, some shadows being a little bit crumbly, but you're gonna get amazing end results, easy to use. This is your friend right here. I love it. I genuinely and truly enjoy it. I hesitated on this palette because I didn't want more blues in my life, but this one may be my favorite blue thus far. My favorite blue palette thus far. I really like this one. Shocked myself. Really, I really did. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll link it down below if you are interested in purchasing it. If you did purchase it, let me know what your thoughts are on this palette. I'll put my videos right over here for your enjoyment. Until then, adios!